architect, and my husband was an architect, and for 4 decades we worked together building homes. 4 years ago he passed away, and now I'm in the process of redesigning my life as my younger son has taken over the work and is doing most of it. And it's like I'm now moving into a new reality. What tools do I bring with me that will help me to create my new world? My biggest ways of functioning has been listening to my inner guidance or my inner knowing. And it began as early as when I was 5 years old. I was visiting my grandmother, and she had a lady come see her who was pregnant, and told my grandmother that thinks the baby will be coming soon, maybe as early as tomorrow. And while I'm just standing there, what flashed through my mind was, but you will be dead tomorrow. I was, even at that age, wise enough not to verbalize it. And the next day we heard that she did die. When I get these knowings, or intuition you could call it, it's from a place of non-judgment, just neutral and observational space that exists within me. And it was like saying, oh, tomorrow it's going to be a rainy day. No different. I had not been programmed to, at that age, to call death scary, or you know how we attribute different phases, how we're supposed to react to occasions. I would like to add this skill or ability, or even this habit of not letting outside, I would call it programming, distract me from my inner knowing. Basically, right from when we start in school, we are always taught to listen to the teacher. It's always like look outside for information and validation. I know what really works is I listen from that place within where it says, is it making sense or is it not? Does it resonate with me? And if it does not, I kind of discard it. And there is this non-stop practice. You can look at movies, you can look at news, everywhere, non-stop information barrage, which distracts you from that knowing of the inner truth that exists within us. And I have made a concerted effort not to get distracted, because it's such a non-stop business. If something flows and feels right, I go along with it. And if it doesn't flow, no matter what, I'm not going to go along with it. Another sign that I know I'm on track, whatever happens, it'll be accompanied with a sense of joy and excitement. If that is missing, then I know I'm off track. But there is, if that sense of, just a flow, I go along with it. The other things that I learned was that to be very cognizant and aware of your thoughts. The thoughts then translate into actions, which then have consequences. And then you are going to be benefiting or suffering because of that, which also then means that you are responsible for what you're going to be experiencing. I was in college. I had, like all girls, had boyfriends, so on. But there was no urge to marry that person. And then my parents introduced me to several young men. And intuitively, I knew when I met my husband that this was the person to go along with, which I followed. Again, something which has helped me a lot. Then after that, we were working together in this company, and we both realized or noticed that to go ahead or to rise in this company, architectural firm, you do have to step on somebody else to make yourself look good. Or there is that underhand way of doing things which did not appeal to us. So again, we followed our gut sense, that inner feeling, and we started our own firm, which did well for 40 some years. I've tried to teach my boys the same, and I think they've picked up on it, to trust and learn to follow your inner knowing, your inner guidance, and along with it, to be very cognizant of what you put out there. It does affect you, and you yourself have been the creator of that.